Financial Intelligence Moment.
This is Financial Intelligence Moment. The difference between the rich and the poor is knowledge. Financial Intelligence Moment is designed to expose some of the financial mistakes that has kept the poor poorer. The poor desires financial security, while the rich takes risk with financial intelligence to achieve financial freedom. The poor in most cases has just one means of income, while the rich has multiple streams of income. The question is, do you spend more than you earn?
This is Financial Intelligence Moment.
Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, wherever you are. It's another great opportunity, it's another wonderful time to have you on my channel this wonderful day. It's a great privilege to be your host on today's edition of Financial Intelligence Moment with the FBI Coach on the Grace Impact Radio, where world music and entertainment lives. We are also live on YouTube. My YouTube channel is FBI Coach, just one word, FBI Coach, and you can also hook up on the Grace Impact Radio Mixer app. And it's a wonderful time to have you here. Today, we'll be talking about something that should make you different from others. We'll be talking about how you can stand out from the crowd. One of the reasons why I'm sharing my knowledge in this aspect is because I've had an encounter with people who tell me or who ask me, Charles, how do you do it? How do you stand out from the crowd? How do you make yourself different? How do you distinguish yourself from the rest? How do you make yourself to be unique in different ways? So it's simple. I tell them these are a few things I do, and those who put those things to practice, they have recorded outstanding and remarkable differences in every area of their life. Now, these are the things I learned from my mentor. I see him put this to practice, and I started practicing it as well. It has worked for me. It has worked for so many of my proteges. It has worked for my students. It has worked for my business partners. I mean, anyone I share this strategies with, and they decide to put it to practice, they decide to put it to work, they have seen the difference in their life. And that is what I'll be sharing with you today. So if you're going to give me a listening ear, I want you to stick around. Let's get started. By the way, share the link you have, share the YouTube link, share the Grace Impact Radio link. Let's invite others to join us to be part of what we're sharing today. Let's be a blessing wholesale, like I often say. All right, there are a few things you need to do that can make you stand out from the crowd. And the first thing you need to do that will separate you from the rest is to showcase your strength. How do you showcase your strength? It's important to for you to identify your strength, whether your skills, your talent, your personal qualities, whatever it is. It's important for you to identify this, because you cannot showcase the strength you have not identified. So once you have a good understanding of what your strengths are, another thing you need to do is to you should focus your efforts on developing them. You should focus on improving them. You have identified the skills you have identified your talents, I beg your pardon. You have identified your giftings. So you need to develop it. You need to improve on it, because it's in the raw state. So you need to harness it. You need to sharpen the skills. And this may take different dimensions. It might be taking some courses. It might be practicing your skills. It might be undergoing training, seeking feedback, or even finding a mentor to guide you. But you need to hone your skills. You need to sharpen that particular gift, that particular strength you have identified. I remember several years back, I discovered that one of the strengths I have is in talking. Okay, I discovered that I discovered I love encouraging people. I love talking. So initially, I was thinking I'm going to be a guidance counselor. But as I delve into the business world, I discovered no, I'm not just called to be a guidance counselor. My gift is much more than that. That was how I decided to become a business developer. I started working on that, working in that direction. And later, I found my core skills. And I discovered that my core strength is in finance, teaching people personal finance, personal development, anything that has to do with personal finance. That's what I discovered. Because another thing you also that is worthy of note is the fact that your strength is found from what you hate. I hated poverty because I came from a poor background. So I hated it with every passion. I'm not saying there are those who love poverty, but there are things that it irritates you. I mean, I'm trying to get the right way to explain it, but these are the things that you can't condone it in any way. There are some persons, their own strength is found in decoration. I mean, if they see anything that is tacky, they get worked up. They get it gets them bothered seriously. They need to find a way to fix that thing. So your strength is found in what you hate, and your strength is also found in what you love. So once you feel confident in your abilities, now it's time to showcase your strength to the world. And this can take many forms, such as creating a portfolio for your work. It might be networking with people in your industry, or you are starting your blog or your social media account or your YouTube channel to share your expertise. So one of the things I did was to build my social media influence on Facebook. That's where I started off, and I started talking about that. And it's a different ball game. It has taken me to different countries around the world. So by sharing your strength with others, you can build your reputation, you can attract new opportunities, and you can even inspire others to start developing their own strength as well. I know countless of persons who have come to me to say, Charles, thanks for all you do. When I take a look at what you do, I get encouraged. I mean, watching your videos has made me see reasons why I should do this, I should do that. It has also helped me not to give up and keep pushing. So developing your strength has enormous benefits. It can never be overemphasized. So the one way to get yourself outstanding out of the crowd, or stand out of the crowd, is to showcase your strength. The second way is to take calculated risk. You need to take calculated risk. You need to learn to step out of your comfort zone. It's important. It's essential for you to step out of your comfort zone. You need to develop yourself. That personal development, it helps you to get out of comfort zone. It means that you're trying new things. You're exploring new horizons. I mean, you're challenging yourself to achieve more, and you are also thinking of possible ways to do things differently, because that's whole essence of taking calculated risk. And while this can be uncomfortable, because there is no way you are taking calculated risk that it will be comfortable. So while it is uncomfortable and even intimidating at times, pushing yourself beyond your boundaries can lead to new opportunities. It can increase your confidence. It can give you greater sense of fulfillment. So you don't have to be afraid to take a leap of faith. You don't have to be afraid, because you are taking calculated risk. You are looking at the ups and the downs, the nooks and crannies of everything. You're looking at the pros and the cons, and you say to yourself, all right, this is worth taking. These are the things that will make you stand out from the crowd. It make you stand out at any time. I have taken calculated risks. I remember traveling to a country, one of, I think it was in East Africa. I can't remember. Yeah, I traveled to, it was in East Africa. Now, I didn't know anybody in that country, but I decided, even though the whole plan was not so clear, I decided I was going to take that risk. Yes, I went there and I encountered serious challenges, but I didn't give up. Okay, so taking calculated risk doesn't mean it's going to be rosy. It's going to be in your favor at all times. There are times when taking calculated risk might work against you, but as long as you have analyzed the risk properly, it will always make you stand out. And guess what? Going on that trip was one of the greatest and best decisions I took at that time, because it opened me up to a new opportunities, and it also opened me up to a wider perspective of the business I was in at that time. Are you getting value from what I'm sharing with you? Please remember to invite your friends, invite your loved ones, invite even your enemies, because that will make them be at peace with you. Invite them to join us. Share the link you have. Remember to share this video, give it a thumbs up, and also remember to subscribe to the channel and click on the notification button so that when I drop content, you'll be one of the first to know. Let's move to the third thing you need to do to make you outstanding in whatever you do. You must learn from your mistake. Going on that trip, I learned from my mistakes. So making mistakes is natural part of life. You don't have to beat yourself up whenever you make mistakes. There were a few mistakes I made on that trip, but I learned from it. I often say to people that the mistakes we make are the school fees we paid to learn better. And I often say to people that I don't lose. I either win or I learn. So anytime you see yourself, you lose, or you lost in a competition, you lost in a business, you lost in whatever it is, consider it as a school fees you paid to learn better. Please put this in the comment section. So making mistakes is natural, is part of life. And it's important to understand that it can be used as a valuable learning opportunity. It can be used as a means to educate yourself. Now, so every time you make a mistake, you have the chance to learn from it and improve on the next step you're taking. In fact, mistakes can be seen as stepping stones. Yeah, mistakes are building blocks, okay, which leads to success. It's not the end of the road. It's simply a detour. In Nigerian Palace, we call it bending corner. Okay, it's not the end of the road. It's a detour. So by reflecting on what went wrong and identifying where you can improve, you can turn your mistakes into valuable experiences that can help you develop, grow better, and turn your mistakes into something worthy of note. Let me use that phrase. Okay. Mistakes are part of life. Mistakes are inevitable. I have seen some persons who have not moved from point A to point B because they don't want to make mistake. And at the end, they remain in their comfort zone. You cannot grow being in your comfort zone. You need to remember, no one is perfect and everyone makes mistakes. The key is to learn from your mistakes, learn from them and use them to your advantage. The stones that were thrown at you, use them as a building block to build yourself to the next level, to the next place you are moving. Are you getting value? The fourth thing that can make you outstanding, that can set you out from the crowd, or that can separate you from the crowd, is to believe in yourself. You need to believe in yourself. You are different. You are unique. You have unique talents. You have unique skills. And you have unique experiences. Your story is not the same as my story. My story is different from yours. So you need to embrace your strength and acknowledge your weaknesses. Embrace your strength. Acknowledge your weaknesses. Don't embrace your weakness. Rather, you acknowledge your weakness, but embrace your strength, because your strength will help you to believe in yourself, because this is whom you are. This makes you you. Your strength makes you who you are. Your weakness makes you who you are. But when you focus on your strength, it helps you to believe in yourself. And another thing you also need to know is that when you exude confidence, you inspire trust, and you also attract respect from others. It's important. The world will never prize you less than you tag yourself. If you price yourself low, if you tag yourself low, the world will price you even lower than you tagged yourself. So let your inner strength, let your inner light shine brightly and show the world what you are capable of achieving. Show the world that you have the strength, you have the capability, you have the uniqueness, you have that inner virtue to achieving that unique thing you are looking at, no matter what it is. You need to remind yourself that I have to believe in myself. And if you don't believe in yourself, nobody will believe in you. It's as simple as that. Are you understanding me? All right. The fifth thing you need to do is to network strategically. You need to build strategic network. Now, in order to succeed in your field of industry, in your field of endeavor or your industry, it's crucial, it's important to establish a strong network of professional relationships. Don't just build anyhow relationship. Don't just okay, I want to network. Let me just keep networking with anybody. Shebi, they say make we network. No, you don't do that. You must do it strategically. You must build professional network. I remember when I wanted to upgrade myself, because what I do every quarter is that I learn new skills. If I'm learning any skill this quarter and I'm not done with it, I move it to the next quarter. But every quarter, I should learn new skills. So when I was learning this particular skill, because I needed to increase my earning capability, I often say to people that if you want more, you need to become more. If you want to earn more, you need to become a better person. You need to become a better version of your previous self. So because I wanted to earn more, I needed to develop myself differently. I needed to build a new network. What I did was to start networking with people in that particular field that I wanted to embark on that study. I started looking for people in that area because I needed to know what they know. I needed to learn what they have learned, those who have gone ahead of me. It is said, when you follow who know road, you cannot miss your way. Okay, so I had to network strategically, and that helped me a lot. That minimized my mistakes. That also helped me in saving money on certain resource materials I wanted to embark on. So by doing so, you can connect with other individuals who share similar interests and goals. You are exchanging valuable insights and expertise. You are staying up to date with the latest trends and development in your chosen field. And I put it this way: you are staying fresh like a vintage wine. Okay, so build relationships with others that can help you expand your knowledge and your skill set, and potentially open you up to new opportunities for growth, for expansion, for collaboration, for advancement. You need to network strategically. So make sure, or rather, make yourself not available. Just make sure you invest time and effort in networking and building strong relationships with people. It can prove to be one of the most beneficial things you can do in the long run, because the network I built when I was planning to embark on that training, I spent a lot of money on that training. I spent a lot of money, but the network I built, because I decided to do it strategically, has paid off in the long run. It has connected me to more business opportunities. There are some persons I'm now partnering with, creating more content and trainings for companies. All right. Then number 6, you need to stay up to date. It's important to stay up to date like a vintage wine. In today's fast-paced world, it is crucial. It is crucial. It is important to keep up with your with the evolving trend in the industry or in your chosen field. You need to stay ahead of the competition. You need to keep yourself updated at all times. Continuously continuously develop yourself. Continuously build your reticular activating system. You need to continuously educate yourself about the latest techniques, latest advancements, latest strategies in your chosen field, and it will help you gain a better understanding, to help you improve yourself. You need to stay up to date at all times. Keeping yourself updated on the latest industry trends will not only make you to stay relevant, but it will also enable you to take informed decisions and take advantage of new opportunities, because opportunities keeps coming up. But how do you take advantage of these opportunities? It all depends on how you are maximizing yourself. It all depends on how you are staying up to date with trends. I've come in contact with some persons who are coaches, who are trainers, but they are not updated on the trend. The only thing they want to do is to make money. See, I understand that making money is good, but it's not all about making money. You need to stay up to date. What is obtainable in your industry? Because I have found a particular niche which I am leveraging on seriously, I keep updating myself. I keep refreshing my mind on what is obtainable in that particular field. You need to stay updated if you must make money, if you must make impact, if you must stand out from the crowd. You need to stay updated. All right. So the 7th thing I want to be sharing with you that can make you stand out from the crowd is to embrace challenges. Stop running away from challenges. When you encounter difficulties or obstacles in life, do not shy away from them. Do not run away. Instead, embrace them with enthusiasm and see them as an opportunity for personal growth and development. See them as an opportunity for you to learn better. Like I said earlier, I consider myself that I have either learned or I won. So when I lose, I see it as a school fees I have paid to learn better. And I'm asking myself, so what didn't work this time? How would I have done this differently? What can I do to get better results? Even if you don't face challenge, you have encountered some successes and all that, you also need to always ask yourself, how can I make it better? How can I do it differently? What can I do differently that will give me a better result? So by taking on challenges, you can push yourself beyond your limits, learn new skills, and gain valuable experiences that will help you to grow as a person. Whether it's learning a new language or overcoming fear or pursuing a new career, challenges offers you a chance to become the better version of yourself. That is what challenges does. It helps you to become wiser. It helps you to become more knowledgeable. It helps you to become more informed. So don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone and embrace that challenge. Embrace those challenges that come your way. You need to embrace it with your 2 hands. You need to remind yourself, I'm in this for good. Don't shy away. And by implementing these strategies I have shared with you, you will be well on your way to becoming an outstanding individual in your field and in your professional life. I am still doing all what I have shared with you because I have not even gotten to where I want to be, but I'm very far from where I used to be. The journey ahead is still long. The journey ahead is still far. There are greater things ahead. And by practicing these 7 outstanding, how will I put it? 7 outstanding strategies, it will make you a better person. So, in summary, first thing I said was you need to showcase your strength. How do you showcasing your strength? You need to identify what you are good at, what you love doing, develop it from the raw state to becoming the final state where people will embrace. Then you also need to learn how to take calculated risk. Calculated risk is very important. I've seen a lot of people who are risk averse, but you need to learn to take calculated risk. Then you also need to learn from your mistakes. When you make mistake, consider it as a school fees you paid to learn better. It is not enough for you to cry and wail. You should also learn from it. Then you also need to believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, the world will not believe in you. The world can never prize you more than you tag yourself. Then the 5th thing you need to do is to network strategically. Networking is it's not enough for you to network. You need to network in a very good way. Network in line, or rather build network in line with those in your chosen field, in your field of endeavor. Whatever you do, your area of influence, build network in that area. Then number 6, I say you should stay up to date like a vintage wine. Keep refreshing your mind. Keep developing your inner skills. Keep try to understand the trend, what is going on in the society, what do I need to do to advance my techniques and all that. Then the last thing I talked about was to embrace challenges. Don't shy away from challenges. Challenges are part of life. Challenges are giftings that help you become a better person. I believe you got value from what I have shared with you today. It's been my pleasant pleasure and a privilege to be your coach on today's edition of Financial Intelligence Moment with the FBI Coach. Please remember to subscribe to my channel. Remember to activate the notification button so that when I post a content, you'll be one of the first to know about it. And remember to share this video. Stick to Grace Impact Radio, where word, music, and entertainment lives. Thank you very much for hanging out with me today, and have a wonderful day. Bye.
This is Financial Intelligence Moment.
Until next week, manage your expenses, increase your income, and keep working towards financial freedom.